Welcome to control flow exercise. So in this exercise we have two tasks. The first one is control flow of dictionary, and what I want you to do is work with this code here. It looks quite intimidating, but don't worry so much. It's just a total of 4 lines of code that you have to fill in. So where it says add code here, or add code VV, so where it says add code VV, you simply add code just the line below it, so it would be on this line here. So you have add code here, 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 and here. And what you have is a total of, when you complete the code, 3 control flows. So one control flow, then a nested control flow, and then the inner control flow here, the most inner control flow. And what I want you to do is generate these two types of outputs. So a desired output of, say you enter a number 3, found you, then you enter another number, 4, found another one, and then you enter an item, which is going to be a string, like say car, it says can't find a car. If on the other hand you put in say phone, it will say got a phone, which is here, got a phone, because of course in this nested list we have phone. And so in this dictionary D1 we've got K1 with a list and then a nested tuple, and then you've got K2 where you have a list and a nested list. And you also have a total of the inputs, 3 of them. So the first one is var, the second one is num, and then the third one is item. And the var and the num are checking for numbers. So in the list and the nested tuple, and then in this list here, and the item inputs is checking for the string of a nested list, whether it's got phone, computer, or robots. Okay. And the hints are as follows. So number 1 is for the output control flow, or the outer control flow. So it's the very first one. Check if var is in K1. So you're going to check if K1 has, if var is in K1. And if it is, then you would have found you as an example. And then else, if var is in K13, which is the nested tuple. Nested tuple is this one here, 100, 300, and 500. And then you have to create an inner or nested control flow. That's pretty straightforward. And then number 4, you should have multiple outputs depending on your 2 inputs for both var and num, as well as item. Then number 5, add the in operator in 2 lines of code for the outer control flow. And lastly, number 6, use the eval method or function for one of the control flow statements. Okay. And then our second and final task is control flow with only one if statements. So what I want you to do is work with this code here, and you have 2 inputs. It's going to be asking for a number between 0 and 2. And then you have these 2 lists here that you're going to be working with, cooked pasta and sauce, and then you've got to print out my meal is something and very something. So say for instance it could be my meal is hot and very savory as an example. And as a desired output, let's say you enter 0 and 0, my meal is hot and very spicy. And so for instance, if you're looking at these 2 lists here, the 0 index would be hot, and the 0 index here would be spicy. Hence you get my meal is hot and very spicy. And the hints are as follows. So number 1, use one if statement and an else statement. Number 2, use the eval built-in functional method, which should be quite obvious because you're going to be using indexing. And then number 4, use the none type object as the only output for the if statements. So the none, if I would just type this out, none outputs nothing. And if you have to do type none, it just says none type. Okay. And then lastly, number 5, use the following operators and, or, greater than, and less than for your if statements. Okay. Well, good luck with that. Hopefully you will be able to get both these tasks completed. If not, don't worry, I will be going over the solutions in the next video. Thanks.